And next up, we got a couple of big fellas here in bout number 14. In the red corner, Beto Ortiz out of CDCR, CMF. You mentioned it before, well represented at CDCR, CMF today. Been with the agency for 4 years at a Felipe's boxing gym located in Stockton. His trainer is Felipe himself. Been training for this one for 2 months, fighting for his family and especially his son, Gael.
Gael. Yeah, Gael. No, I personally know Beto Ortiz. He actually was able to get some sparring with one of my favorite UCA boxers, Cesar Sosa. Cesar also, who works with him at CMF, very talented amateur boxer, was able to work with Beto Ortiz during his training camp. When I have a camp, I love to hit up Cesar Sosa, who works with Beto, for some sparring. So here comes Beto Ortiz.
And he's got a swagger to him walking in here.
And Beto Ortiz has a huge crowd with him tonight. We got a lot of CDCR staff, California Medical Facility, and he's got a lot of family that's here with him.
These guys fighting at 235 pounds. The big boys fighting in it, and Beto's going to have a height advantage. He stands 6 feet tall.
Yeah, at the weigh-ins last night, Beto weighed in at 253, and Matt Webb weighed in at about 233. So about a 20-pound difference, depending on if any of them had a cut water weight. Not sure if they had to for this weight.
Always interesting to see if.
And coming out of the blue corner, also from CDCR, representing High Desert State Prison, we've got Matt Webb. Matt's been with the department for approximately 5 years. Started boxing 5 months ago. He wanted to blow off some steam as a reason for why he's boxing. He trains at All-American Mixed Martial Arts in Susanville. His coaches, Manny Rosas and Mike Duffy. He's been in training camp for about 4 months. Some of the people that helped him for this fight would include Manny and Mike, his coaches, John Calvert, his sparring partner, who also fought earlier this evening. Matt played football, wrestled in high school. And aside from boxing, he's a dad to 4 children.
So Anthony, I think we're gonna have a rumble here between these two big fellas.
Yeah, you see Beto hopping on his toes. He's excited and he's ready.
So Webb with the blue gloves, Ortiz with the red.
All right, both look very comfortable in there.
Good movement here from Ortiz early on.
And if I'm looking, they appear to. There was a short second where they appeared to be in range and just kind of sat there. Oh, good body shot.
Nice body shot there from Webb.
Oh, good one too by Beto Ortiz.
Good job by Webb to get his head out of there to avoid that counter punch.
I want to see Beto. Beto's just filling him out. I like to see Beto kind of set up those jabs. Good overhand right.
You can tell Beto's fans are just waiting for him to have a flurry here.
Absolutely.
And this place will erupt.
Oh, and it looks like Beto.
He obliges.
Yes. Oh, good body shot by Beto Ortiz. I heard that over here.
There was
Both
some
of them
pop to
exchanged
that
good
one.
body shots, yes. Oh, and good overhand right by Ortiz.
Covers up nicely afterwards as well. But Webb not backing down. Both of them had some nice moments here in the first round.
And I'll tell you this, very composed, and for, you know, the size that they're fighting at, the weight they're fighting at, they're moving around very well. Oh,
nice.
Oh, a couple of good.
Oh, Webb caught him a couple times there and continues to catch him. He's got him on the ropes a bit here as Beto covering up, and now he's going to grab on. Webb might have just taken that round there with that flurry. Strong finish to the round from Matt Webb. You know, Beto looked very comfortable most of that round, and then once Webb kind of sensed he was catching him, he really stalked him down nicely and continued, didn't let him breathe.
He did, and I think that last portion of that round, like you were saying, is what's going to win Webb that round.
Yeah, it was close up until that point, and maybe
was.
even a slight edge towards Beto, but I think that round has got to go to Webb after that flurry at the end.
Yeah, and I think from Beto Ortiz, what I'd like to see is, I think I want to see him take a little bit more risk. He's a tall fighter. He appears to be a little bit taller than his opponent, right? He's 6 foot. His opponent's 5'8". He's got 3 inches on him. Now, as far as the length, I don't know what his arm length measures to compared to his opponent, but I want to see him use it, take some more risk.
Well, both fighters were pretty patient that entire round, but I think if you're Beto right now, you probably got to throw a little more in this second round than you did in the first. And he comes out the aggressor.
And Beto's corner's telling him to use that jab.
Nice body shot landed by Webb there. Good exchange in the middle of the ring by both fighters.
And both are gamers.
And that's probably Beto's best moment of the fight there, but Webb responds. Beto's still going at him, though.
Oh, strong straight right by Beto Ortiz. Oh, great right by Ortiz. Oh, he needs to stay there. He needs to move forward. His corner's telling him to move forward. He might have stunned him.
He started dancing after.
Yeah.
Not in a celebratory way, but he was just kind of on his toes.
I think he was acknowledging that clean shot landed, but you definitely need to stay on them when you need to.
Well, that's the difference between what happened when Webb caught him in the first round. Webb stayed on it, whereas Beto did not.
Yeah, and a good exchange by Ortiz and Webb right here. And it seems like Beto Ortiz is starting to press forward.
Nice left there from, a nice combo. But then Webb responds with a big right. Both guys having nice moments here in the second round.
Oh, great right by Beto.
Beto's finding the range here. Webb maybe a little bit gassed.
Yeah, I think with Ortiz, he's showing that he's got a better tank, or at least that's what it looks like. He's conserving some good energy.
When you see it, when he's kind of hopping side to side, it certainly appears though he has the better tank, and then Webb just didn't seem to have the same ability to finish that second round, because he stole the first round, I thought, right at the end. Couldn't do the same in the second round. I think we might have another decisive round 3 right here.
Again, like you said, it's coming down to the third round. I think Webb took the first, as we could agree, and then I think that last round, I think when it comes down to it, I think that Ortiz has had the better round so far this evening.
Incredible. We're already at fight number 14 of the night. Beto Ortiz in the red corner, Matt Webb in the blue.
And they're moving. They are moving through fights. Talk about efficient. They have been getting through fights.
Got to be tough to stay on schedule with stuff like this, but the UCA has done a great job here at the Battle of the Badges Memorial Auditorium in Sacramento. He's Anthony Cross. I'm Matthew Bissett.
It's up for grabs. This round is up for grabs. I think it's a matter of who wants it more.
And Webb is coming out strong here, showing he still has something in the tank.
Oh, great 1-2 by Ortiz. Oh, another great straight, followed by a 2 by Ortiz. And Webb throws some good punches in there as well.
Webb constantly coming forward in this round.
Yeah,
a big right to the body by Webb.
Another good body shot.
Right in the middle of the ring. This is where you want it in the third round as a fan. Not a lot being thrown here. We got some fatigue going on.
And I think they're loading up on some oxygen and a little bit of energy to finish strong. And I think we have I believe we have a push right there.
It's not going to be that's the right call by the ref. All these refs have been spot on here tonight in the way they've officiated.
All right, and they're back at center. Beto with the strong right. Oh, good left by Ortiz.
Webb always has a response, though. Matt Webb coming right back at Beto. Oh, a flurry! Beto lands 3 or 4 in a row. And his fans are just waiting. They're waiting for this moment right now. What a finish by Beto Ortiz.
Yes. And I think Ortiz, that last spurt in that third round is what's going to win him this fight.
First round, the flurry at the end went to Webb, and I think that stole the round. Third round, the flurry at the end went to Ortiz. I think that took the round and probably the fight in my estimation.
You know, years ago, when I was a trainer coaching at UFC gym in Folsom, I'd always do a drill, like a conditioning drill, right? Where for 10 seconds on, you're just throwing lots of straight punches. Because essentially, right, when you hear that, you know, that double tap, right? You got 10 seconds left in the round. Sometimes you leave a memorable mark with the judges with that last 10 seconds. Sometimes if it's a 50-50 round.
Yep.
Sugar Ray Leonard was notorious for doing it back in the 80s. He would go crazy that last 10 to 20 seconds, right, to steal that 50-50 round.
When I trained with you at the gym, I think I lasted about maybe 5 of the 10 seconds.
I will tell you this, though, Matt. I mean, me being a supervisor in where I work, and then even coaching and training, it's one of the most fulfilling things that I've done in my life. And man, I'm hoping that I can get back to some coaching sometime in the near future.
And Beto Ortiz, Matt Webb. We're going to find out the winner here in a moment. Impressive by both fighters. We kind of noticed the bounce that Ortiz had throughout, and I think that conditioning is what served him well, as he was the one who was able to finish strong in the latter moments of the third round. And I don't think his fan base is going to let us get a word in.
No, if you can hear, Beto's family is positioned behind us. They have the best seats in the house behind us. He's a very prideful guy. He came here with all of his family. They came deep. Couldn't be happy for him, I'll tell you this. I've gotten to know Beto over this last year and a half, and he kind of reminds me of myself when I was younger, making his debut, hungry in the sport. I loved what we saw tonight, and I think he's only going to get better from here.
I'll tell you what, though, you know, Matt Webb and his debut, nothing to be ashamed of there, as he continued to push even when Beto's length kind of got to him a bit and he got hit by punches. He always went forward and continued to fight through that one.